Gym shoes.
Sorry, not
Here's my favorite onion headline of recent days. Defeated man too tired to fight $14.99 fee on phone bill. Oh my gosh. $14.99. Do I just pay it the rest of my life, or do I try to call somebody and figure out what this is and get it? You know, that reminds me. I can't remember if it's QuickBooks or outing that they have a some sort of software that you employ to figure out what all of your subscriptions are, and they give you a readout on them, so you can keep track of them and figure out when they end and how to cancel them and stuff like that. I've got to do that. That's a good idea, yeah. Oh, Lordy, I know I'm squandering so much money, but every time I think about looking into it, I just get that feeling of tech exhaustion. Yeah, defeated man too tired to fight fee on phone bill. Exactly. A cultural anthropologist writing in Scientific American. A what now? A cultural anthropologist writing in Scientific American says that NFL football is a horrifying abuse of black men. We can get to that coming up. I saw that, and some of the response to it has been unkind. Anyway, we got a lot on the way. Maybe you've got lucky girl syndrome, so you're going to be fine today. As a girl. Probably not as a dude. Oh, Coach, where am I getting off? Oh, exactly. Listen to the transphobia. If you miss an hour of the show, get the podcast Armstrong and Getty on demand.
Armstrong and Getty.
Bum, 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 bum. Tax Network. Bum, bum. Tax Network. Tax Network USA. If you have a tax debt, big or small, unfiled returns, we'll file them all. Don't waive your rights, we'll fight for you. Saving money on your taxes, that's all we do.
Settle your back taxes now with Tax Network USA. Our firm can save you up to 75% on your tax bill. Call now for your free consultation. Call 1-800-245-6000. That's 1-800-245-6000. 1-800-245-6000.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just as 80% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation and discreet shipping if prescribed. You'll love your results. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JO.
This is Talk Radio 560 KSFO. San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose. A Q station.
We'll take a look at KSFO traffic.
We still have a closure in San Jose, 280 southbound at the 87 Guadalupe Parkway connector. It's shut down due to flooding. We're hoping to have it reopened by 2 this afternoon, and there's a detour set up. We also have some slow traffic into San 92 with the solo car crash. The right lane is blocked. CHP's on the scene. They've called for a tow truck. You are slow from Vista Point 3. That's traffic.
Sponsored by Discover. We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn .com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
This traffic sponsored by Zero Res Bay Area. Get 30% off carpet and tile cleaning services with the Zero Res January special. Visit ZeroResBayArea.com and use promo code ZeroRes1. 30% off carpet and tile cleaning services. ZeroResBayArea.com. Promo code ZeroRes1.
You know when you start up a motorcycle and you hear it go vroom, vroom, vroom when it takes off? I was losing that. I was losing my energy, like everybody does as they grow older. And I don't want to be tired. I don't want to look tired, and I don't want to be tired. I started using Balance of Nature about a year and a half ago. Noticed the results immediately, and I went, oh my gosh, this works. This is what I've been missing all my life. Actually, more than I ever have. I missed my Vava Zoom. I got it back.
Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself. See why Kathy Lee Gifford and thousands of others have had life-changing success with Balance of Nature. Take advantage of our New Year's offer. 751 and get $25 off plus a free fiber and spice when you use discount code.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator.
Please contact My Generator Guy at mygeneratorguy.com for a free estimate or call 9432-1155. Don't be left in the dark.
Individual rates, coverage, offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas. If you're a small business owner, listen up. Pi Insurance wants to give you one of those moments, the kind that could save you money. Workers' comp is probably one of the biggest costs you face. But did you know that insurance providers have flexibility in setting their prices? That's right, but many don't bother giving small businesses the savings you deserve. Instead, you can get lumped in with other businesses and overcharged. With Pi, you get a quote to your business, and you could save up to 30% with no hassle and no hidden fees. Plus, when you sign up for pay-as-you-go billing, your premium is based on your actual payroll, not an estimate. So your workers' comp audit experience is simple. Take 3 minutes to see how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi, or go to trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
Suffering with joint pain or arthritis? Do you have annoying knee or hip pain, shoulder, neck, or back pain? Have you stopped doing the things you love to do? These problems do not just go away on their own, but get worse over time. Would you like to avoid medication? Well, the Advanced Health Center of San Jose has good news. There is a free educational joint pain relief seminar on the latest non-surgical, non-drug treatments for joint pain that work long-term. It's called the Advanced Health Method, and it can help heal and even regenerate tissues and joints. To reserve your spot, simply call 408-916-4336 for dates and times. Pain prevents many people from doing the things they love to do, like taking tennis, gardening, and even getting in and out of chairs. So call now, 408-916-4336 to reserve your spot. There is limited seating. Get all your questions answered. Complimentary meal included. Call 408-916-4336 now.
Brian Sussman here. Listen to my weekly podcast with tax only on the KSFO website, and let's save some money. Brian Sussman's news and views you won't hear anywhere else, only at KSFO.com, sponsored by tax attorney Steve Moskowitz.
You let him try violin because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety and the Ad Council.
Thousands have lost electricity again as trees slice through homes, power lines, and claim lives.
The damage from this storm in just a few hours will easily top the million. But after a week of wicked winter weather all across California, the destruction will likely exceed the billion.
I'm not sure how I feel about a flood of daring rescues.
That's funny. I get hung up too. That's, no. You can't have a wildfire of daring rescues during a wildfire. That's idiotic. Nobody would say that.
Yeah, well, we happen to live where this is happening, and it is crazy. I mean, it's just the amount of water everywhere. I flew into Sacramento over the weekend, and the rivers, you could see from the windows that were overflowing. You really couldn't hardly tell where the rivers were compared to where the rivers aren't. It was just water everywhere. Anyway.
Oh, hey, let me squeeze this in real quickly, because I mentioned this before, and I dug up the article from the Wall Street Journal where it was. California, so there's all this water flowing across California, flooding people out, and it's crazy, and then the worst may still be to come. But anyway, California voters a $7.5 billion measure in 2012 to help build new storage facilities and make other water improvements. Now, when Gavin touting his credentials for president, because I don't believe Joe Biden's going to run again. But anyway, and about how California is leading the way, showing how to make things work. In 2012, voters passed $7.5 billion to build new water storage facilities and other water improvements. The state approved some of that money 6 years later to help build a reservoir north of Sacramento, which would hold enough runoff from wet years like this to meet the needs of roughly 9 million people for a year. So 6 years after the money was authorized, they reauthorized the money, but the project has been mired in regulatory delays. The money was passed in 2012, 11 years ago.
I have a number of things to get to, including lucky girl syndrome. But first, wanted to comment on, well, this is grim, but looking at it like a TV show as opposed to the reality of what's happening. People need to quit trying to pull off the perfect murder. They're not good at it. So if you've been following the story of that guy in Massachusetts who clearly killed his wife, she was missing for a couple of days. And then it turns out when the cops spend a little time looking into his last couple of... Because this is well known. If a woman disappears, the first place the cops look is the husband. Because it's usually the husband. And if she has a boyfriend, it's him. But anyway, they start questioning him. Turns out he went to Home Depot over the weekend and bought $450 worth of cleaning supplies. Oh, I'll be darned. And so then they go down the basement and they find blood. You know what? Let's look at his laptop. I was Googling how to dispose of a 100-pound body, which happens to be the weight of his wife. Now
That's a coincidence.
That...
Yeah, jeez. Would-be murderers, between cameras everywhere and DNA technology, no chance in hell you can get away with it. So how about you find a different solution than killing somebody?
And get a divorce or whatever, but yeah. He Googled how to dispose of a 115-pound body. What a
Boy, he's like
one.
uber stupid.
And they appeared to be wealthy, looking at their house and everything.
Yes. Oh, yeah. She was a successful real estate gal in D.C., I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, that's horrible. Lucky girl syndrome. I guess there's some influencer chick. Ugh, too many of those. Too many influencers in social media who touts lucky girl syndrome, and that's the hot new thing. So if you hear anybody bring that up, it's basically just having a positive attitude. It's saying every morning, I'm a lucky girl, and lucky things are going to happen to me. It's basically.
So this is the same as that Oprah thing that got so much attention a couple years ago, right?
What was that called? The Truth or
the Way, or
the Way is Jesus.
Yeah.
Or Mandalorian. It's either Jesus
or
Mandalorian.
That is the way. The Bible. That's right, sir. Thank you.
Gen Z's way of getting whatever they want is lucky girl syndrome. That's what they say. So anyway, another online thing. I've become aware in my non-marrieddom. I'm not done any social online dating sort of stuff, and I know